Well, where do we start? That was a tough one to take, no doubt about it. We went into the game always going to be underdogs. Ebbsfleet were always going to be the favourites, and it was always going to be tough. In many ways, I expected the result as it came. The difficult thing is that we actually had hope when they went down to 10 men. It was a case of, hang on, we might have a chance here. And then when we got the goal, it was like, whoa, actually, this might be us, this might be our time. There's only 20 odd minutes left at one point, and we're looking great. 1-0 up against 10 men. And then it all just unravelled. So it's always going to be difficult to take, but if we take a moment and step back and think, hang on, this has been an amazing season. Look at where we were for the last 2 years, struggling right down the bottom. And now here we are, one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the league, fighting with a team today who, let's not forget, finished 14 points clear of us. That's a big gap, Aside from that, winning the Essex Scenic Cup, yes, it's not the most glamorous silverware in the world, but to win a trophy of any sort is something that's, you can't take these things lightly. That's an important step for the club. Feelings at the moment, obviously very deflated, very down. It's tough to take. We came so close. All the usual cliches. But I'm not trying to be controversial. Did we actually want to get promoted? Are we ready for the National League? Do we have the stability of the field at board level with the new takeover bid? We don't know how far that is. We don't know the details of it. Those of us who aren't members, at least. And to go up and then have a season struggling and potentially come back down again, or have financial worries and not be able to compete, that's not where we want to go. We want to avoid all of that. So obviously we want to get promoted. Obviously, as fans, you want to see your team win everything, but maybe this year wasn't the right time. Maybe we take a break over the summer. We try and retain the squad. More importantly, we retain the management team. There's been a quote going around from Rod saying, of course I'm going to be with the team next year, when he was asked. But obviously he's going to say that. He's not. I'm not doubting that for a minute. But he's not going to turn around and say, no mate, I'm off, see you later. So take that quote with a pinch of salt. Likewise, there was also a quote from Robbie Wilmot saying that he won't be here next year and that he's heading back up to the Football League, which is believable given his season, 32, 33, lost count assists. As long as we keep the management team and a core to the squad, I think we've got every chance next year. We kept 3 players over the summer this year: Baggers, Hainsey, and Daly. Anyone else? I can't think. We don't want to do that again. We want to keep the team we've got as much as we possibly can. We want to push on, and we want to win this league. That might seem bizarre, but with Maidenhead and Ebbsfleet gone and no real big hitters coming down, why not? Let's just go for it. There's going to be some new teams in the league, obviously. The North-South divide, not finalised yet, but we've obviously got Braintree, so that's always a good one. Havant, Bognor, coming up from below, Chippenham. These are not bad teams. I mean, we've seen this year where the likes of Hungerford, Hampton, and Paul have all finished right up there, having come up from below. So you can't write off any team that comes up from below, especially teams like Havant who have been here at this level before. They know what they're doing. They know the league. But why not have a title challenge next year? Dartford are going to be there again. Of course they are. Let's take them to the wire. Let's go for it. And I hope that Rod can get that message across to the players and that they want to stay and be part of that, because I think next year we can really do it. Going back to the game today, I thought first half it was nervy, it was cagey, of course it was always going to be. There were no real golden chances in the first period for either side, I thought. We had a few half chances, they had a few half chances. Nothing really came. There was not a lot to remember. I mean, I'm having trouble remembering it now. So then when Cookie got sent off right on the half-time break, you just thought, well, hang on, this is it. We've got to really, really go for the second half. And we did for the first 15 minutes or so. We absolutely went for it right from the off. We were attacking, and we always looked like we were going to score. And when Baggers did bang that goal in, scenes everywhere, madness. That's where it went wrong, though. From that point onwards, for whatever reason, we didn't go in search of the second goal. We sat back, we invited the pressure on, and that is exactly what Ebbsfleet wanted us to do. We gave them every chance to find a route back into the game. They were piling on the pressure, they were lumping the ball in. Despite being a man down, they always seemed to have a man over, a man spare, always winning the second balls. And when they scored, it was only a matter of time. It was coming. And you have to ask, if we were going to go, if the decision was to sit back and try and defend that lead, then we need the players on the field to do it. We're not going to defend a 1-0 lead with 3 strikers on the pitch. We needed to get someone like Church on sooner. He was about to come on about 30 seconds before they scored their first goal. Maybe that move should have happened 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes earlier, and maybe we would have got through it unscathed, but it is what it is. They got their equaliser, and within 5 minutes they were winning, and you struggled to see a way for us to get back in the game, even with a man advantage, even with 4 strikers on the pitch with Buchanan up front. We were creating chances, but you always felt that the game was gone, that they'd done enough. Right up until Daly's 35-yard screamer right at the end was about as close as we got. A few scrambles. Tricky one. Tough one to take. Anyway, we have to reassess over the summer. We have to try and keep the squad. Most importantly, keep the management team. Sort out all the stuff off the field. Get that nailed down. Get that sorted. And then we go again next year. And we win the league. And I don't see why not. It's there for the taking. Let's do it.